Hey, what is this stupid message you left me? Where the hell are you?
I'm sure you can read what it says there. It is no longer possible to live with you.
Are you saying you're not coming back?
Correct. We are leaving you for a new life. We need to get a divorce.
Where is this coming from? A divorce? Where the hell is my son?
Do you think I would leave Jake with you? Of course I wouldn't. We are leaving, not only for me, but for Jake's sake as well.
What? You make it sound like I've done something to him.
Why don't you get it? All along, you've hurt Jake so much. You don't deserve to be his dad. You've said so many discouraging things to him. Like the time you laughed at him when he said he wanted to become a hero to save people?
Are you serious? You are saying I hurt him because I said he can't be a hero. You are crazy.
It's not just once or twice. You broke his heart. Every time you say something like that, Jake goes to hide and cry. The first words that come out of your mouth in a conversation are always negative. It's very tiring to live with someone like that.
Because you guys are idiots! I'm not left with much choice. I mean, come on, a hero? He's too old for that.
You always look down on us and say many mean things. We have been hurt enough. We don't want to be around you anymore.
What mean things? You have to be specific.
You've called us stupid, idiots, worthless. You've also called us parasites, a burden. As if you are any better than us.
You are parasites! I make the money. You two just spend!
You're wrong. But even if that was true, you don't say such words to your wife and child. Jake has become unsocial because of you. Because you keep denying his every move and words. He has lost his confidence. I can't let you do that to him anymore. No more. We've had enough.
Enough? I'm the one who's had enough! My wife is useless and my son is an idiot! You two have irritated me all along!
You should really try to fix your arrogance. Or else you'll be left with no one around you.
What are you? Why the hell do I have to be dumped by you, you bitch? You can't live without my support.
No worries. I found a support group for people like us. They have already helped me find a job. It'll be fine. I am Jake's mother. It will be fine.
I don't accept this. You can't divorce me.
We'll take this all the way to the court then. My friend has agreed to introduce me to her lawyer. I will fight for Jake.
A lawyer? Whatever. If you want to leave me, then do as you please. But don't come back to me crying. Hey, long time no speak.
Tom, what do you want?
How are you?
I'm okay.
How is Jake? It's been what, like 5 years since I last saw him? But he's grown so much.
It was 7 years ago. Because you weren't interested in seeing him anymore, remember? Thankfully, Jake didn't want to see you either, so it worked out for all of us.
I was busy back then. Wow, hard to believe it's been 8 years since we've gotten a divorce. Does Jake work?
He's in college. So what, you're suddenly interested in seeing him again?
No, not really.
I figured. Why are you messaging me? What do you want?
Well, I just heard by word of mouth. Are you running a company now?
Who did you hear it from?
It doesn't really matter. So, is it true?
Yes.
Ha! Who would have thought a housewife like you would be able to run a company? What trick did you use?
Trick?
There's no way you could have just worked your way up. Did you honey trap some dying entrepreneur or something? You must have used a dirty trick! I mean, you? Become a president of a company? You did something, I know it.
You have an active imagination. It's unfortunate you haven't changed.
Oh well, I don't care about how you got there. How much do you make? Is the company growing?
It's none of your business.
Oh, come on, tell me!
What about you? What have you been up to these days?
I quit my job.
Oh, is that so? You used to boast about how good your job was, that you were secured for the rest of your life because of it.
They let me go.
You got fired? For what? You must have done something.
That company was just heartless. I only borrowed a little bit of cash.
You embezzled their money? Of course they would fire you.
So I don't have a job right now. I get by on borrowed money from people, but I'm having trouble finding a decent job.
I see. Well, that's too bad for you.
Then I hear about you becoming a hotshot.
I'm not lending you any money.
No, that's not it.
Well, what then? What do you want from me?
Marry me.
What?
I'll let you be my wife again. I wouldn't want to marry anyone since I don't want to have to look after them. But I see you're not that anymore.
Wait a second. Why do you think you can talk down on me like that?
I also want an executive position in our company. I wouldn't mind being the president. But there will be too much to do, so I'll pass for now.
Very funny. There's no position for you anywhere in my company. I've worked hard with my teammates to start this company. There's not a chance you get a piece of it anyway.
I have more experience as a businessman. I can make the company bigger. Just do as I say.
You are a lunatic.
Ah, what did you just call me?
Why would I listen to you? You can't give me orders. You are me orders. You are not my boss. And we are not getting back together. Never.
You have no right to say no.
You actually think the world revolves around you, don't you? Well, think again. There must be something wrong with you. You're sick. I wonder if arrogance can be an illness.
Hey, watch yourself, woman! I am being nice to you right now by asking. You will regret this.
I will regret if I ever allowed you into my company. You would ruin our business in seconds.
What?
Did you think that I would obey if you intimidated me? Believe it or not, things have changed in 8 years. I have changed, and you mean nothing to me.
Changed? Don't make me laugh. You are the exact same worthless and useless idiot. I will give you a day to prepare. Tell your people and be ready for me. Hello? How long does it take to reply to me? It's been over it.
Oh, I've completely forgotten about you. What was it that you wanted again?
Yeah, excuse me. You've got some nerves to ignore me. I'm gonna make you cry again.
Cry? Why would I cry? Why should I cry for a filth like you?
You filth? Watch your mouth. You are useless without me.
Useless? I'm sorry, I don't know who you were referring to.
I'm talking about you, bitch.
Oh, I see. I thought you were talking about yourself.
You really do need a lesson, don't you? I'm gonna hurt you.
Hurt me? How? What can you possibly do? LOL. You don't have a job. You don't have money. Nothing.
You think you're allowed to talk to me like that? I will beat you!
Oh, I'm scared. So barbaric.
Don't try me, you will regret it.
How then? You have to be specific. What are you really going to do to make me regret it? You keep threatening me with nothing. You're embarrassing yourself.
I swear I will make you regret this. I know where you live.
How do you know where I live? Did you follow me?
I know your company. It wasn't hard to find you at all.
Ew, you are gross.
What?
I said you are gross. Are you bored? Oh, well, you must be since you don't have a job. You should stop wasting your time and do something productive, such as go look for a job.
You're mocking me now, seriously? Jake is home too, isn't he? I would hurt the both of you. You need to learn your place.
Oh, are you coming? I doubt you have the guts to show up. You are such a coward.
Who are you calling a coward?
You! When we were getting a divorce, it was hilarious how you got all scared the moment I said lawyer, LOL. You were terrified of the court. I mean, I always knew you didn't have balls, but that was just sad.
Okay, you said enough. I will teach you scared. I'm coming! Better not run, you bitch!
Blah, blah. Come if you can.
Help me.
Aw, what happened? I thought you wanted to teach me something.
You're supposed to be home.
I never said I was home. I'm working. And Jake is away. I said he's in college.
You fooled me. I went to your place and these huge men just ambushed me. Who the hell are they?
They are my staff. I told them my crazy ex was headed to my house and they agreed to greet you there. Because, you know, I couldn't myself.
Great. They dragged me into a car. I'm being taken somewhere now. Wait, do we headed to your office?
I don't think you have any business in my office.
Don't joke around with me. You ordered them to do this. Where am I going?
I only told them to greet you.
What are they doing to me? And what kind of company do you run? Your staff are all like a Hulk.
A security company. Aren't they the perfect guards? They are well trained.
They're terrible. All of them look like they're a part of a gang or something.
Oh, they're not. At least, not anymore.
Not anymore.
A lot of our staff have difficult backgrounds. Most are people who left gangs or bad friends to live a decent, good life. They sometimes have a hard time finding a job, so we hire them as security officers. It's a win-win relationship.
You hire gangs? You're out of your mind!
They are the best, hard-working staff ever. They are quite protective of me because I gave them a chance when they most needed it. They must feel like they owe me or something. That's why they might have seemed a little angry.
Wait, so then what are they going to do to me?
Well, my staff really dislikes you right now. I have no idea what they are up to next.
What? But you're saying they are good people now, right?
I think so, but you never know, I guess. Hope they don't hurt you too badly.
You have to stop them! Where are they taking me?
I wonder where.
I think the car is headed towards the sea. Oh my god, are they gonna drown me? Are they throwing me down the ocean?
You watch too much TV. I'm sure they won't go that far. They're not the mafia.
They would! I could see it in their eyes! Please stop them!
I don't know if I can.
I'm begging you! I will do anything if you stop them, please!
Anything? So, if I asked you to stay away from me forever, would you?
Yes! If that is what you want, I will stay away! I will never contact you again! I will leave you alone, I swear!
Not just me. You have to leave Jake alone, too. Never contact us again. Never. Don't even think that you are a father in any way. You have absolutely no relation to both of us. You will forget about us completely, as if we never met.
Okay, I will leave Jake alone too! I'm sorry I broke into your house. I'm sorry I followed you, and I'm sorry I ever called you names! I will forget the both of you.
I don't know, though. My staff were furious. They know how you treated me all along. They took it quite seriously. I mean, they were pissed.
Okay, I will apologize to them as well. I will tell them how sorry I am for treating their boss so badly. Oh, my knees. I don't want to die.
Are you sure, though? You said you wanted an executive position at my company.
No way. I don't want anything to do with a company like yours.
Excuse me?
Oh, meant. That was a typo. I meant I don't think I have the confidence to work at such a great company. I take back that I ever said I wanted to join.
Oh, really? I was going to offer you a position. Not as an executive or anything, though. Just as one of my staffs. I'm not sure if you would get along with the other guys, but...
No, I'm not good enough for your team.
Oh, too bad.
Please, you're almost at the port. You have to stop them. I don't want to end my life like this.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Hope they listen to me.
Thank you.
But, if you ever show up in front of me ever again, I swear, Tom, you will regret it very much.
I know, I promise. I will never call you, come near you, or even speak of you again.
So I guess this is it for us. Goodbye at last, you useless, worthless... 5 minutes later, I got a call from my staff. Tom was so completely shaken up that he wet his pants. They were all laughing so hard. They may have gone astray when they were young, but they are all good men whom I trust very much. Everything was my plan. I wanted to give him a payback for what he had made me and my family go through 8 years ago, and also make sure that he never approached us again in the future. My devoted staff helped me make it happen. I treated them all with dinner afterwards. A couple of days later, I told Jake what happened. He was rather jealous that he couldn't play a part in my plan. Jake plays American football in college, so he is as huge as my staff. Now that I think of it, it may have been funny if Jake confronted his father, but he doesn't even deserve to see his son, so I'm glad everything is over now. Bet I wasn't there to witness him wet his pants, though.
Hey, Melissa. Sorry, I was really busy. I had to take my lunch break late today. I can finally eat. I'm starving.
You must have been much busier than usual then.
You have no idea. I'm exhausted already. But I was really looking forward to eating this lunch. Thanks for making it for me.
No problem. I'll be making you lunch every day from now on. I hope it can help you feel even a little bit better at work.
You know what? I still find it kind of hard to believe that we really got married.
What is this all of a sudden?
I don't know. I guess it's just these little domestic kind of exchanges that make it really sink in.
I kind of know what you mean. It really does feel like a conversation between a husband and a wife.
The wedding was only just recently, and I still have a lingering feeling as though I'm still at the ceremony.
It was a wonderful ceremony, wasn't it? Both of our parents were completely in tears.
I think my parents were really thankful and have high hopes for our future together. That's why they were crying so much.
What do you mean by that? I haven't really done anything for them to be grateful to me for.
I'm guessing it's mainly for that time the company I worked at went bankrupt and shut down. I lost my job and I've really lost my way in life at the moment, but it helped me find a job and set myself straight again. On top of that, I really enjoy the work I'm doing now. I'm really happy I was able to get this job.
It's not that big of a deal, though. The company that one of my relatives runs was short on staff, so I was able to recommend you for a position.
It's not just that either. You accepted me even though you know that I can't have kids. I think they were really scared that I wouldn't be able to get married or find anyone because of that. I mean, if you had told me that you didn't want to get married after I told you that, I couldn't even have blamed you. I would have understood completely. But is it really okay that you won't be able to have a child?
I already knew that before we got married, so let's stop talking about this. And if we don't have kids, then that's just more money for us to use to do things that we love. There's always a positive way to look at every situation. Look for the silver lining.
I guess, but I still can't shake some of the anxiety. You might be okay with it now, but what happens if later down the line you realize that you really did want kids after all?
In that case, we could always look to adopt or become foster parents. Although, people say you shouldn't use adoption centers just if you yourself want kids. It should be for the kids' sake. But maybe if we're okay financially, it might not be a bad way to have a family of our own.
So basically, there could be lots of options for us in the future.
The world we live in now is diverse and almost anything is possible. Besides, it's not like the two of us decided to get married just to have a kid, is it?
Thank you. You have such a big heart. That makes me feel much better.
No need to exaggerate.
I really lost a bit of confidence and became anxious once I found out about my infertility. But if you're okay with being with me as I am, then I'm not going to look down on myself anymore. The issue can end here.
That's good to hear, but I didn't really do anything special. I just fell in love with you, and then we got married. That's it.
I'm really lucky to have been able to marry you. I can't wait for our future together.
Hey, do you want to come shopping with me tomorrow? It's your day off, right?
Sorry, I can't. I got called into work tomorrow. What about going next week?
I don't know if I can go next week. I think tomorrow is the only day that really works for me.
Is there something in particular that you wanted to buy?
I wanted to look for a wedding gift for Allison. She's having a wedding party for all of us instead of a ceremony, remember? I wanted to make sure I got a gift and was ready to give it to her by that day.
Oh, that's right.
You'll be able to make it with me to the party though, right?
Of course I will. Some other people I know are going there too. But if it's for Allison, we better make sure to get her a nice gift.
You know how we all went to the same high school, right? Were you ever in the same class?
No, never. But we still saw each other in the halls and events and the like. I just know her face. I don't think we ever spoke while we were at school.
So you guys only started speaking after we started dating? That means since the reunion.
I guess so. In high school, I never thought that we would ever end up together. I mean, we also never spoke while we were at high school, right?
No, we didn't. Even at the high school reunion, I honestly had a hard time remembering your name and your face.
I guess I never made much of an impression then. To be fair, I didn't remember you very well either.
You remembered Allison better, didn't you? I mean, she has always been really pretty and stands out wherever she goes.
She's super intense in lots of different ways. You guys are old childhood friends, aren't you?
Yeah, we've known each other since kindergarten.
Well, that's a long time.
It really, really is. But I don't think we would have been friends if we hadn't known each other since then. Our personalities are totally different after all.
Yeah, she seems like she acts like a little princess.
You see, her father is the owner of a pretty big restaurant chain. When we first became friends, it was still a pretty small business, but it's gotten pretty big since then. Plus, her fiancé is also super rich.
What does he do?
But his father also apparently owns a bunch of properties and stocks too.
I guess money really does attract more money. I know she's your friend, but to be honest, I've never really been sure how I feel about Allison. Ever since high school.
Not sure in what way? As in her personality?
I mean, she's pretty selfish, right? I remember that whenever there was any trouble or fuss at school, she was sure to be the cause of it. I'd always think how spoiled she must have been growing up to act like that. Don't get me wrong though, it's not like I hate her or anything.
I definitely can't deny that she can be selfish sometimes. But she really is a good person deep down. She'll do anything when it comes to her friends. There's a real strong sense of loyalty that she feels for them.
Oh really? I wouldn't have expected that. What I'm really surprised is that she's not having a full wedding ceremony. I would have expected her to throw a crazy extravagant one. But then she decided to just have a small party instead.
Well, she did have a wedding ceremony, but it was for family only. It was in Hawaii.
Ah, I see. At a location wedding. I guess that's how rich people do things.
Her husband is from Hawaii, so most of his family is there. That's why they decided to just have a small party for friends on the mainland. Apparently, the party is still costing them a whole lot of money, though.
Really? Just for the party?
I think even just the rent for the hall is already super expensive. It's right by the sea, so it must have been pricey. It's kind of lucky for us, though, that they did a family one in Hawaii and then one for us here. We would have had a tough time being able to pay for a trip all the way out there just for a wedding.
You're right. Vacation weddings are really nice, but are quite difficult for the guests. I guess even rich people can be thoughtful of others sometimes.
Especially Allison. I'm looking forward to it, though. I wonder what kind of party it'll be.
Hey, Melissa, how could you?
Allison, what do you mean? What's going on?
Don't play dumb. When did you have a kid? Why didn't you tell me when you were pregnant? You told me that you don't even want kids in the first place. And then you go and have a kid without saying anything?
Allison, what? I really don't know what you're getting at.
I'm talking about your baby. I know that we've both been really busy and haven't even had time to see each other since you got married. But does that mean you just forgot about me? You should have told me. We could at least have celebrated the birth together.
Allison, I don't have a kid. Where did you even get this from?
Don't even try to lie to me. It won't work. Why did you keep it a secret? I'm seriously upset about this.
I'm not lying or trying to trick you here. I honestly don't have a kid. If you don't believe me, go ahead and call my parents and ask them. You have their number, right?
If you don't have a kid, then whose baby was it that I saw?
What baby are you talking about? I've got no idea what's going on here.
I just saw John a little while ago. He just stepped out of the hospital.
What? John was at the hospital?
Yeah, and he was holding a baby in his arms. I figured you guys had gone in for a checkup. It looked like he was just waiting for you outside.
I didn't go there today. I was nowhere near the hospital. I went out shopping on my own this morning and was doing that all day. I wasn't ever pregnant either. I mean, I can't get pregnant.
What do you mean you can't?
This is just between you and me, okay? But John is infertile. We can't have kids. That's why I told you that I don't want to have kids before. The real reason is that we can't.
Oh, really? I didn't even think that may have been the case.
Well, it's not like we wanted to go around telling everyone the real reason for it, you know? That's why we just tell everyone that we don't plan on having kids. It makes it much easier.
Then what was John doing there?
I don't know, but John said that he had work today. Are you sure you didn't make a mistake?
No, it was definitely him. There's no way I'd have made a mistake. I mean, I've met and spoken to him so many times at this point.
But I don't have a kid, and I wasn't ever pregnant. It couldn't be him. But if you're sure it was really him, then what on earth was he doing there?
Does John have any siblings? Maybe he was looking after one of their kids.
He does have an older brother, but I've never heard anything about his wife being pregnant. Besides, he told me that he got called into work today. Why would he lie about that?
I don't know, that's weird. Like, if he was just looking after a friend's or relative's kid, then there'd be no reason to lie to you about going to work.
Allison, did you talk to John?
No, I was actually in the car and just stopped at the lights outside when I saw him. So I didn't really have the chance to say anything to him.
But you said that it looked like he was waiting for somebody to come out, right? There wasn't anybody with him?
Yeah, he was outside by himself with the baby, but he seemed as though he was looking at the door of the hospital and waiting for someone to come. Plus, he had a woman's bag in his arms too, so he definitely came with somebody else, not alone.
I wonder who it could be.
Sorry to say this, Melissa, but do you think he could be having an affair? Then the baby might be a child he had with his lover?
That can't be it. In the first place, he can't have kids at all.
But wouldn't that make the most sense given the situation? Usually if men are going to lie like this, it's because they're cheating.
But him having a love child? I can't even imagine that to be true.
If it's the truth though, he really betrayed you. There's no way I could forgive him for that. I'm pulled over on the side of the road because I wanted to message you. But do you want me to go back to where he was? I can go and catch him red-handed.
Wait, don't do that. If he really is cheating, I want to have solid proof of it. Could you just go back and try to get a photo of him with whoever he was waiting for? And then based on that, I'll decide what to do.
Of course I can do that. Just leave it to me. I'm not letting him get away with anything if he cheated on you.
Hey, John, where did you go? You disappeared in the middle of Allison's party.
What the hell is going on? Why did she say go and say that out of nowhere?
You mean about you cheating on me?
That's just a misunderstanding.
It really took me by surprise. I never expected you to be cheating on me with someone so close to us. I mean, you, me, and Allison have all known Sophie since high school. She's even close enough to be invited to Allison's wedding party.
I'm telling you that I'm not having an affair. It's not like that.
You saw the photo that Allison showed everyone, though. It's a photo of the two of you together.
Where did you even get your hands on something like that?
Allison just happened to see the two of you somewhere and contacted me straight away.
How could you go about blurting things out like that in front of so many people? Your parents are in that crowd, you know.
Allison and I have known each other for so long, she's basically part of the family. Of course my parents would be there to celebrate our marriage.
So you purposefully just wanted to shame me in front of your parents?
Yeah, basically. But that was pretty low of you to run out of the party but leave Sophie here all alone. She started shaking so hard she had to be taken to a different room. My entire family were really about to give her a piece of their mind.
Anyone would want to run away in that kind of situation. Literally everyone at the party was staring at me.
But you running away is an admission of guilt. My dad is on the phone to your parents right now to tell them everything.
Wait a second, don't get my parents involved in this.
John, I'm going to be straight with you. Everything that's going to happen to you from now is what you deserve. You brought it on yourself. You're not just going to get away with hurting my best friend like that.
Is this Allison?
How about you come back to the party and you and Sophie can get on your knees and beg for forgiveness?
It's your fault things have gotten so messed up right now. Are you crazy doing something like this?
You're just reaping what you saw. Don't blame other people for the results of your action.
Don't you realize that it could be your fault that our marriage falls apart? Didn't you think about that before you pulled the stunt?
All I did was reveal the truth. If that's going to ruin your marriage...
Shut the hell up, you've ruined everything! I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
Then so be it. And what exactly can you do?
I'm gonna make you regret this for the rest of your life. I'd watch my back at night if I were you. You're not gonna look so pretty once I'm done with you.
Oh no, I'm too scared. Are you trying to intimidate me? I'll file a criminal complaint against you then.
What? I haven't committed a crime.
You remember how my husband is a lawyer? Well, he's right next to me reading your messages. And he said that what you said just before qualifies as criminal intimidation.
Are you kidding me? This isn't something to get the police involved over.
That's for me to decide. I'm the victim in this situation after all.
Stop exaggerating. You don't need to go to the police.
Well, we can settle this privately out of court if you want. You'll still have to pay a settlement fee though. I have the money to hire the best lawyers available. So you want to get into it with me? You better be prepared for complaint ruin.
This is Melissa again. You're a real idiot for trying to make Allison into an enemy like that. Once she gets worked up, she doesn't listen to anyone.
Melissa, please, calm her down for me. She's getting way too worked up over this.
Allison is fine, but I wouldn't rile her up anymore if I were you. She will do whatever she said and clean you out completely if she feels like it. The more aggressive you get with her, the worse it'll be for you in the end.
Just have her leave it alone. I'll tell you the truth, okay? It's true I was cheating on you with Sophie. But I also lied about not being able to have kids. Sophie and I have been seeing each other for the last 2 years or so.
So, that baby really is yours then? Why would you lie about that?
Because I only wanted to have a cute child.
What is that supposed to mean?
Sophie has a pretty face, so I wanted to have a child with her. Honestly, if I have a child with you, I don't think they would turn out very good looking. So I decided to lie about not being able to have children. But on the other hand, you have a better job and make more money than Sophie, so I figured I would marry you.
So you just didn't want to have a kid with an ugly woman like me? Who do you think you are?
I didn't say you were ugly.
You better come back here right now. If not, I'll ask your parents to come instead. What was that you said about looking forward to our happy future together? You're the one who has made it the complete opposite. After that, John came back to the party because he was really against having his parents come and getting involved directly. When he walked into the room, everyone present burst into yells and jeering. It was like a storm. My father grabbed him by his shirt and hauled him off to another room away from everyone. There, John and Sophie groveled for forgiveness in front of him. A few days later, John had to pay Allison a sizable sum of money as a private settlement for what he said to her. Of course he was against it, but decided that it'd be going to criminal court and being charged with threatening bodily harm. John later lost his job that he enjoyed so much that I referred him to. The owner of the company is a relative of mine after all, and decided to get rid of John after hearing what he had done. Although his life was falling apart because of his own actions, John decided to marry Sophie against his parents' wishes. Because of that, they refused to talk to him ever again and severed all ties with him. However, having lost his job, John wasn't doing so well financially, and Sophie couldn't stand their poor lifestyle and disappeared, leaving the baby behind. There was no way that John would be able to properly raise the child on his own under his current circumstances. In the end, his older brother and wife took in the baby and decided to look after the child as their own. John cut ties and contact with all of his friends and acquaintances and disappeared somewhere. Nobody has heard from him since. On the other hand, I'm enjoying my life on my own again. Deep down, I'm glad that this whole thing was revealed quite early and I didn't have to live with John for that long. Of course, Allison and I are still best friends, even now.